Thank you, everyone. Now I'd like to introduce Lisa Andrews.
I'm a career coach. So one of the main things I do is help other people figure out what they want to be when they grow up, which is kind of interesting because I think I'm still trying to figure that out for myself. Not good for a career coach, right? But one of the things I try to help people do is figure out what their transferable skills are. Now, transferable skills are skills that employers want and you have. I think as a person living with bipolar disorder, I've got some pretty interesting transferable skills to offer. So let me give you a couple of examples. First, I'm an out-of-the-box thinker. And what employer doesn't want that? They're always saying, think outside the box, right? Let me give you an example of that. One night, my husband came home from work, and I said to him, guess what? Julia Roberts and Mel Gibson are coming over for dinner, and I am going to serve soy cheese. And he said, actually, I talked to them, and they said they wanted to meet us out at the restaurant instead, so you don't have to go to all the trouble of serving your soy cheese. And so I said, okay, great. So I changed my clothes, we loaded up into the car, only we didn't go to the restaurant. We went to the university hospital instead, where I was admitted. And that was when I was first diagnosed with bipolar disorder in 2002. But I would say that is some kind of outside of the box thinking. Now, another transferable skill that I have is multitasking. And let me give you an example of that one. So one night, my husband and I had gone to bed, only I was very, very manicky, and I really couldn't sleep. So after he fell asleep, I went into our second bedroom and decided to redecorate. So I started moving all the furniture around, taking all the books off the shelves, alphabetizing them, putting them back on the shelves. Oh, and I threw a load of laundry in while I was at it. After I was done, I still really wasn't tired because, again, I was pretty manic. But I think everything looked pretty good. So I finished my load of laundry, and don't forget, I had a deadline. Be back in bed before Mike's alarm went off in the morning for him to get up for work. So I had to really quickly finish everything up and get back into bed before his alarm went off. So I did. I made my deadline. But I would think that is some serious multitasking. And what job description out there doesn't say something about, we need someone who can manage multiple tasks while meeting tight deadlines? Well, I think I did that pretty well. I rearranged the second bedroom into a library, and I did a load of laundry, and I made it. I made my deadline. Great multitasking, right? Who wants to hire me now? Not sure? Okay, wait. I have one more transferable skill that you may be interested in: relationship building. And what employer doesn't want? A people person. One weekend, my parents were visiting, and it was in the middle of the night on Saturday night, and everyone was asleep, except me. Manic, wide awake, middle of the night, thoughts were racing. So I had myself convinced that my father, who was sleeping down the hall, was having a heart attack. So I quickly picked up the phone and dialed 911. But then I kind of had a change of heart, so I hung up. However, and I didn't know this until that night, they showed up anyway. So, within minutes, the Fairfax County Police, the Fairfax County Fire Department and the Fairfax County Ambulance were all at my door. So I went downstairs to greet them all, and I was followed by my husband and my bewildered parents. And they were like, okay, where's the guy? Where is he? What's going on? And I told them about my change of heart, about the heart situation, and saw my husband having kind of a quiet conversation with the police officer. So they all left. The next night, the same thing happened. This time when they showed up, I was the one loaded into the ambulance. Just relationship building, community relationship building, that's all. That's all we're doing over here. But I was the one loaded into the ambulance that night. So what I learned from that experience is that the relationships I really needed to build and maintain and nurture were the ones with my caregivers, my doctor, my support system, so that I could live in recovery and not denial. And so from now on, although I think I have some pretty impressive transferable skills, I think I'll stick to helping others find out what theirs are. Thank you.